Hi everyone, my name is Kate and welcome to Calligraphy Circus's mini masterclass series. These are some quick circus tutorials, especially for kids or for those who are kids at heart. Today's tutorial is going to be juggling scarves. So if you are lucky enough to have some beautiful juggling scarves at home, grab those and get yourself ready. If not, I'm going to show you a few alternatives that you might be able to make at home. Instead of juggling scarves, you can use tissues. They like to float in the air as well, maybe a little bit trickier because they fall a bit more unpredictably, but they will work just fine. If you don't have tissues, you might have some handkerchiefs, some cloth handkerchiefs, or even just some fabric, some light fabric that will float in the air. You could cut some squares of that to use. So get yourself some equipment and let's get started. Now that you have your piece of equipment ready to go, make sure you have enough space around you that you're not going to bash into anything or knock anything over. So a good test is if you hold out your scarf and do a nice big circle. You don't want yourself or your scarf to touch anything that's around you. And also look up, do you have any light fittings that are above you or anything that you might bump into? Make sure you've got a nice clear space overhead that you can wave your scarf around. The first little exercise we're going to do today is getting used to how our scarf floats. So I'd just like you to wave your scarf in the air and you're going to make it dance through the air. You'll see that it floats as you move it through the air. So you want your scarf to float all around. So moving, see if you can go nice and high and low, waving that scarf in all different patterns. Our exercise number 2 is going to be throwing and catching. So with our scarf, when we throw it up, we're going to see how long it takes to float down to the floor. And you're going to see if you can catch it before it hits the floor. But to catch our scarves, we're going to use our tiger hands. So can you show me a tiger? So what would a tiger do? It would go rawr, and it would snatch that scarf out of the air. So you're going to throw your scarf up in the air and then you're going to go rawr, and snatch that scarf into your hand. You can do your optional tiger sounds rawr, if you'd like to, or you can just practice your nice speedy snatching hands to catch that scarf before it touches the ground. So we're just going to try and snatch it really quick. And you can try both hands to see if you can throw with one and catch with the other. And then you're going to throw with the other hand and catch with the opposite one. So keep practicing your throws and catches. Our exercise number 3 today is going to be our balancing with our scarf. So you're going to let your scarf float up in the air and then see if you can balance it on your fingertip. And then you're going to throw it up and see if you can balance it on your elbow. And we're going to throw and maybe on your head. And throw and get really tricky on your foot. And you might like to get creative and try some different body parts. See where you can balance your scarf. For our trick number 4, we're going to try keeping contact with the scarf the whole time. So you're going to keep moving and you'll notice that the scarf sticks to you if you keep moving. If you stop, you're going to lose your scarf. So you want to try, you can try different parts. You might like to try it on your body and you can move around. I like to do it on my hand because I can move my hand all over the place. I can even swap it under my legs and keep going with the other hand. See how many different parts of your body you can keep that scarf on and keep it moving. For our trick number 5, we're going to see if we can rotate our square. So you're going to hold the corners of your square and you're going to try and throw it up and turn it and catch the next 2 corners. So see how I'm trying to keep it as a square the whole time and I'm rotating. So I'm pushing with one hand over the top. So I'm turning and I'm watching for those corners and it helps to get a little bend of your knees so you can catch it as it's falling and you're going to try and keep turning that scarf as a beautiful big square or your tissue or your handkerchief and turning. Awesome work today. You've all done so well with learning your juggling scarf tricks. I hope you can keep practicing these and see if you can master all of these tricks that we learned today. And then stay tuned because I'm going to be teaching you how to juggle 3 juggling scarves. So we're going to start to learn how to properly juggle in our next video. So master what we've done today, and I hope to see you all very soon, and we'll learn how to juggle our